to share with you a very special recipe. It is a recipe that my grandfather would make for me every year on my birthday. Cheese chicken is really tasty, and if I don't happen to make another video ever again, it's just simply because my parents killed me over giving up the family recipe. But technically I'm making this for my sister. So let's get started on making cheese chicken. So now we're going to make some breadcrumbs, and here's a helpful hint.
Take your end pieces that you would normally throw out and stick it in a bag and put it in the freezer to save to make breadcrumbs. And then when you want to make breadcrumbs, just take them out of the freezer.
Okay, so you want to just take your end pieces. You can also use just regular pieces of bread, that's fine. And we are going to make some breadcrumbs. And this is just how we have always done it. And you want about 4 or 5 pieces depending on how much chicken you are making. I'm making kind of a bunch so I can have some leftovers.
You want to put your lid on the blender, lock it in place, and turn it on. And you want to just keep blending it until they're tiny, fine pieces and look like breadcrumbs. And then it is done.
Okay, so that looks pretty good. Okay, so you can see it's pretty fine. And it's the consistency I want. Now we're going to take the breadcrumbs that you just made and put them in a bowl. And also, if you have extra breadcrumbs, you can always make extra and then take them in a Ziploc bag and freeze it for later. Okay, so now I'm going to get some Parmesan cheese and put about a cup in. I've never really measured it just because this is pretty much in my brain. But you want a lot and you want to mix it in together. So about 1 cup to 4 to 5 slices of bread. Okay, so now you want a generous amount of garlic powder, and I would say about a teaspoon to 2 teaspoons. You don't want it too salty tasting, but you do want a lot of garlic powder. It just really brings the ingredients together and makes it very flavorful. I usually taste it to kind of see if I need to add more Parmesan cheese or more garlic powder. But anyways, just stir it together. So I just tasted it and I want to add a little more Parmesan cheese and a little more garlic because I don't want it to just taste like breadcrumbs. And then give it another good stir. So if you can see, it does look like breadcrumbs, but there's a lot of white in it from the Parmesan cheese. So this is about what I want it to look like and the consistency. Now you want to take about a stick of butter. I always like to use a full cube just to drench the chicken in. And then you want to put your stick of butter in the microwave for about 30 seconds to a minute, depending on how long it takes to melt. After 30 seconds, I checked it, and then after a minute, it was completely melted. Okay, so now you want to take your chicken, and I have chicken legs and chicken thighs, and you want to just put them in the butter, and then stick them in your breadcrumbs and get the breadcrumbs all over both sides, and then take them and just put them on a plate for now. And you'll just want to continue to do that with all of them. Okay, so you can see all these breadcrumbs are left over, but as you can see, if you let chicken sit for a little bit, then some of the breadcrumbs come off. So this is when it is okay to double dip, and you want to take your chicken and kind of just put it back in the breadcrumbs for a thicker coat. Okay, so just take your chicken again and run it back through the breadcrumbs. Make sure it gets in every crevice. And then lay them in your pan. And this is what it should look like. Okay, so now you want to put your chicken in the oven at 375 for about an hour. I'll probably check it in about 45 minutes. So you want to cook it basically until the breadcrumbs get a golden brown color. So we will check it in about 45 minutes. Okay, so it has been 45 minutes and let's check it. Ooh, perfect. Look at this, guys. The breadcrumbs became a nice golden brown color and it is done. Thank you guys so much for helping me honor my grandfather by watching this video. So let's give it a try. The best. Thank you, grandfather, so much. And if you have any questions, of course, comment below. Make sure to share this video and to subscribe if you have not yet. It all helps. And thank you to all the new subscribers and all the old subscribers. My channel is close to 500 subscribers, so that is pretty exciting. Thanks guys so much. Please come back again. Bye, and see you in the next video.
No.